We will say welcome to another week of Solve, the SaaSOps live virtual event where we, the who's who of SaaSOps professionals, discuss SaaSOps topics in a SaaSOps application. Look at that. So we are now on episode 17, would you believe, since we sort of started this almost a year ago, coming up for a year ago. We've done 17 of these episodes. We've done some filtered on stealth episodes in between. And we've got 3 episodes of Solve Tank underway as well, under our belt as well. So today it is 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Normally with our schedule, this session would have been done on Black Friday here in North America. Obviously, nobody's going to join a call then, so we're doing it today on Friday the 13th. What could possibly go wrong on Friday the 13th in 2020? Such an easy year for all of us. So I wanted to get all of my favorite SaaSOps professionals together for us to sit around, have some stuffing, gravy, maybe a drink or two, and discuss what we are thankful for in IT and SaaSOps in 2020. So, welcome everybody. Who wants to speak first? I'm assuming everybody has something to be thankful for in 2020, even though it's been such a traumatic
year. Are we being thankful for SaaS, or are we being thankful for something in general?
Let's do
yes.
Let's do SaaS. Let's do SaaS or IT. Something that we can plug in, toggle, deactivate, integrate with an API.
I know what Toggers is.
I'll start. Okay. First, I'm thankful for the community. I'm thankful for all of you. I think this year's been great for the community. And then second, I'm thankful for, this is, I guess, more broad. I'm thankful for the apps that offer, this should be table stakes, multi-factor authentication. Because I have a short story. This past week, my Experian, the credit bureau, my account got hacked. I have no idea how. I have no idea how. I use a different password for everything, and I logged in and realized they don't offer multi-factor authentication, and I don't think it would have happened in that case, but it was a nightmare. Fortunately, nothing bad happened, but yeah, I guess, yeah, exactly. So
like Equifax all over again.
So I'm thankful for the companies that do offer that. That's what I got.
All right, everyone go check your Experian account. Yeah.
My credit's been locked for 3 years.
Oh, well, so this is what happened. This house that I moved into.
Unlocking it, so I just don't do anything.
So as soon as I unlocked it because I had to unlock it for this house, and as soon as that happened, someone took it over.
They were waiting in the wings.
You bought a house?
They were. Yeah.
I thought you just moved.
Wow.
That's a big deal, Mike.
Yes.
Did you also buy an Amtrak season pass at the same time?
No.
Greyhound?
Not yet. Maybe later on. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, that is good. I'm gonna make a list. So there's MFA.
All right. Okay. I'm thankful for GAM. Just most of the time. That's the effort that goes into that, supporting that, and other tools like that. But specifically for my role, GAM is something I'm constantly thankful for.
Behind GAM, who are we thankful for? I always forget their names. There's Ross.
That's the only name I know.
There's the guy that does the version of GAM that we use, which is GAM Advanced Extended 3.
Yeah. And
I think this is Jay. Yeah.
Jay Lee.
Jay Dougler.
Yeah, those 2 guys, rock stars, real rock stars.
So hands up, who uses GAM? That's like everybody's got it installed.
Anybody who didn't raise their hand is probably on Microsoft.
Hopefully, yeah.
From Microsoft, can't find one.
And in a more general sense, I'm thankful that we're less than 2 months out from the new year. So optimism is creeping in.
Get this year over with and get it behind us and see what's coming next.
Yeah. Next year might be worse, but at least it's a different one.
Reset. Try again.
New kind of terrible.
Your points to continue.
I can go.
I can go.
Oh, I think, Rose, let Caleb go. He called in just before. You might need to increase your volume though, Caleb. You're very quiet.
Yeah, I was going to say I can't see you or can't hear you.
I saw his little yellow box appear.
Let Rose go while I figure that out then.
Okay, all right.
You are quite soft. But soft, but light. Alexa just turned on behind me, so that's weird. I am thankful for my boss, who had I jokingly refer to him as a prophet, but he had the wherewithal to know that someday we would actually need to be able to let our users work wherever they fucking needed to. And as a result of that, like we were done. We were done with that process when this world like came to a screeching halt. And so I am always grateful for that. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful.
Is that, I just got to check, is that profit with an F or a PH?
With a PH. No, he usually is not that concerned about money. Alexa responds to Shakespeare. Maybe that's what she was responding to. No, I would say I'm grateful for the community too, because I've had to kind of duck out of it at different points of the year in order to like be able to handle what was going on in my work life and my real life. But every time I come back to it, it is just as lively and as engaging as ever. So.
Great.
How's this? Is this better?
Yes. Normal volume, Caleb Coy.
Those jank headphones. I am not thankful for those. I will reiterate. I am also very thankful for the community, and I will specifically call out Mike, who's been an awesome resource for me. As far as SaaS goes, approaching my first big project at the new role, I am thankful for the archive user SKU in Google Workspace, which is going to save us a ton on our process for offboarding people. So big thanks for that. I'm also thankful for this sweet tea.
I will in. I'm also going to thank the community, not just because it's awesome. This is the kind of the year I got into it for Better IT, or I should say SaaSOps community now. And it also led to some pretty awesome life changes, at least work-wise, which is always fun, which also led me to being thankful to getting away from Microsoft and back into the Google world, which is also amazing. And lastly, I'm actually thankful for, security issues aside at the beginning, I'm thankful for Zoom for allowing us to really stay together, even though we're all far apart, like work-wise, this community, everything.
They did a pretty good job, all things considered.
I'll go next. Oops, sorry. Go ahead, Derek.
All right, thanks, Jason. So I'll give the obligatory but very sincere thank you to the community. It's been awesome to see it grow over the last, how long has it been now? A couple of years, thereabouts.
At least 3.
Yeah, but it's been really cool to see new names popping up and that. I'm also thankful to it because that's where we got Hiram for our team, which has been an awesome find. Massive addition to our team, which has been great. And then really, I'm just glad that we are so SaaS centric that we were prepared for this year, not knowing what it was going to be, but when it came time to go remote, we were incredibly lucky in that our biggest thing was just where do we find the hardware for folks? It wasn't access at all. So that helped me sleep a little bit easier. There were still plenty of other things to figure out, but yeah.
Yeah, we had some hardware sourcing issues too. I'll second that. And screw the community. You guys suck. I'm just kidding. Oh, wait, this is being recorded. Whoops. I didn't want to be the same. No, I'm kidding. Love being part of this community and engaging. And nice emoji, Alex. And I'd say, to go super baseline, I'm thankful for good internet, because without it, we'd all be screwed. And I have a number of employees that don't have internet at home, and I've seen the challenges they've gone through. Can't just pop over to a coffee shop to be able to, do your job. And, also a home office dedicated space where I can just set up my workspace and do my job on set, good internet. So.
Yeah, all good things.
I'll jump in and go next. Sorry. Yep. I wish I could come up with something different from everybody else, but everything everybody's been hitting has been so critical to me. GAM has saved me for mass archives and exports of people's emails for me to be able to reduce licensing in Google. BetterCloud and its workflows saved me a ton of effort on all those offboardings, all happening at the same time suddenly because of this. Zoom was a massive savior for us. We had just launched it as everything happened, so it was perfectly timed for all of that. And then the community saved me when I was trying to get into figuring out some home internet things and whether we needed to specifically provide something legally for them or not, and finding resources and information about that and the laws in California that make that interesting, and whether that applies in other states, because here in the middle of Montana, not everybody has good internet. Very few people have good internet at home, and that has been an interesting challenge. So everybody has hit everything I needed, and all of those have been so critical this year, and I was so thankful to be SaaS first and just not have to deal with, okay, great, how do I get people into this thing now?
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's interesting. We all do take internet for granted, certainly in metropolitan areas, but something to be thankful for sure. Who else? Obviously, we're not sitting around a table, and we've all got a different different layout on the screen. Who's going to go? Dominic?
Yeah. I'm thankful for this. Well, all of you, the camera, and my monitor. My back is super happy about this monitor. I've used to work on my laptop only for like 5 years, and that monitor really makes a difference for my back. So that's what I bought in 2020 finally, because someone told me to. I think someone in this community as well. And then also for my new profile picture, I believe that finds its roots also in one of my urgent IT requests.
Oh.
BetterCloud sucks.
Yeah. Great socks.
Great socks. Yeah. Thanks to David.
Just for clarity, if you ever get any from Slack, they are officially referred to as slocks. So.
My brother bought the shoes.
Word. I don't
The Slack shoes?
Yes, my brother bought the Slack shoes.
Oh, those look so dope. I want a pair.
The little
It took me
on the bottom.
an hour to notice, and he was like having the shoes on his desk and like look at them basically, and I didn't notice that. Yeah. And finally, because it's just recent, or not even final, not even yet done, but soon to be done, I'm grateful for what happens Sunday morning, 4 a.m. my time. Includes some people that are on this call. Well, one person specifically. Hopefully it works.
Remember, this is recorded and will be on the internet. I can put it online after Monday at 4:00 in Germany if there's any pre-announcements that need to be made. We don't want to break any embargoes or NDAs.
I'm not sure. I'm not saying more.
Yes.
Other people can break that.
Right. I think
as long as it doesn't go like Apple's launch this week, that's all we care about.
Hey, can I jump in?
Yeah, Brian.
Hi, I'm very new to this whole community. I just want to say hi to everybody. If any of you watched the special guest of Intello, I think Barack came on once a couple episodes ago, and I jumped in and gave him a lot of positive SaaS. Yeah.
Hey.
I'll let you guys define how I spelled SaaS there in that statement, but I have a very good relationship with them, and I tend to enjoy trying to add joy to my job, to myself, by giving all of my vendors a lot of SaaS. What I'm thankful for the community as well. I'll call out a specific part of the community, the Better IT Slack community as well. Lots of esoteric knowledge that gets shared more freely, kind of lowering that esoteric value and making it more common knowledge in a more. I also am a member of the Mac admins. I don't know if any of you are Mac admin Slack members as well. If not, I highly recommend it. See if you can get yourself in there, because it is a it's not it doesn't take away from the value from Better IT, which is focused a lot on the SaaS and the IT support realms, the supporting realms of SaaS management. Mac admins is much more on the DevOps or the MacOps portions of it, but it has grown to a huge community. So those communities have benefited me greatly, because I have been able to ask very frustrating questions that I wish I had, like, this global view of the world of how other industries are doing things. And these two communities in particular have actually helped me find answers to that very quickly in ways that I have never been able to do this before. And I reference about 20 years worth of IT management, endeavors under my belt. So I can reference at least that time frame. So yeah, it's very, very fast and recent. So thank you to all of you, and thank you for these episodes. I'm usually very shy, so I sometimes hide behind my mute. So please don't be offended. Yeah, I'm hoping to kind of attend these and say hi to everybody and get to know everybody a little better. So thank you all.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. The Better IT Slack channel is amazing for getting an opinion, because you can't Google how do you think I should tackle this, or has anybody come across this before, or there isn't a search engine or any other option for it to be able to chat with live people.
Yeah, I'll give you the one example and leave the vendor nameless out of respect, but I asked about a sandbox for this particular vendor, and they came back with an atrocious price. And so we asked the communities, and it's like, do you guys have sandboxes with this particular vendor? And like half of them came back like, yeah, it's free. so I was like, excuse me, So yeah, that was a very beneficial piece that came out of that.
Yes, yeah. We could be a union. I always said that there should be a SaaSOps union, or the United Nations of SaaS. And it's like, these are our terms and agreements. These are our policies and procedures. This is what we expect companies to conform to, like having SSO, single sign-on, SAML not being a premium, premium part of a tier, being a standard part of the tier, or even free. So yeah, I think collectively there's a lot of voice that we can enforce or rely on, which would be good. Cool, excellent. Brian, so do you have anything to share? Anybody else?
I have something that I can share. So I'm thankful for DMARC standard, I guess. So that's something I said at the beginning of the pandemic. So I've been kind of quietly monitoring for the past 6 months. So I think we have enough data points to make a decision on whether to go to full reject or full quarantine. And another thing I'm thankful for is this community, but particularly, I guess, Better IT Select upgrading to the Plus plan, so I can search through all the historical messages, more than 10,000. So some wealth of knowledge in the past, like years of existence. So very thankful for that.
Yeah, it's amazing how much was recorded. I've had some chat messages with a departed friend that resurfaced themselves when it came to being a paid for platform, and it was nice to see again. Okay, so
jump back in real quick here for a second, just to give something that we can all kind of celebrate together. What Dominic was talking about is that I'm moving my G Suite reseller licensing over to his company. So that's because of this community. So round of applause. Wouldn't have met him otherwise. And looking forward to really good things and totally awesome support from a super knowledgeable team.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And I see the other part of the team, Steve, there on the bottom of my screen, has joined in.
The other part of the team, Steve.
And Dominic's 40 fake
Johannes.
engineers.
I hope we don't break stuff on Saturday your time, Sunday my time.
Well, it's okay. I figured I would announce it here and hold you to it.
Don't break anything, Dominic.
We intend to break stuff. We have to. But we hope we can fix it afterwards.
That's exciting.
Right.
I was going to say, we switched to resellers because of people in the community too, Steve. Which we might switch again, now that Steve's somewhere else. Follow Steve. We can't hear you.
No.
You have no audio.
Yeah. Edit your autoexec.bat file. Put the sound driver in higher memory. That's a joke that's too old for Dominic, I'm afraid.
It's fine.
That's a Windows 3.1 joke. Yeah.
I'm happy with 12 years old. That's fine. I can deal with that.
Yeah. Somebody might have to give Steve the dial-in number. Anybody else want to say what they're thankful for? I know we're going around the virtual dining room table.
Yeah, I'll chime in real quick. Just like everyone else, I'm definitely thankful for this community and for the luxury of being a part of SaaSOps in general. And I'm also thankful for WorkDay and HR Mastering. That is very, yes.
Heard it's life-changing if you can make it work.
Going from ADP and a bunch of homegrown things to a direct mastering of Workday to Okta has made my life way better.
Hey man, it was a CSV upload, but we had semi-automated it.
Sure.
I was gonna say, yeah, we have ADP, so just pour one out first.
Excellent. Yeah, there are some premium HR applications that are becoming real keystones for an enterprise, aren't they? And the source of truth of an identity, and then everything spins off of that or is connected into that. So there's a lot of value placed in those good systems. So yeah, probably Workday is, if it's publicly traded, it's probably a stock to buy, although I can't give any stock tips because I'm not a financial consultant. And if it isn't publicly traded, I'm sure it'll be a very hot IPO.
They are public.
Yeah, I figured it would. Yeah. One to watch. Anybody else? I know there's a few others that I can see haven't said anything. Shared. Don't be frightened.
I'll go.
Hey.
Mike Lynch. Nice to see you, everybody. I was thinking about this from the perspective of thinking back 18 years ago when I started my career, and being thankful that a pandemic did not hit then when I was in a physical server space with, going desktop to desktop was a nightmare, like pre-SSO and all these things. That would have probably driven me to drink pretty heavily. But the space we're in now, I think we were pretty lucky in that, jumping to fully remote was a very easy switch considering just how we operate. So I just think in general, things like Okta and plenty of others have just made our existence so much easier. So, and then obviously I'll second everybody here and say this community is probably one of the best, and you guys make me look really good at my job every day. So thanks for that.
Excellent.
All right, I can go here.
Hey, Chris.
How's it going? I think first and foremost, I'm extremely thankful for Dominic's charm and his humor that he brings to this community. Hi, Dominic. I'm also going to be, chiming in on everybody's, wealth of knowledge, and just everything you guys share with this community is extremely valuable. And it's really heartwarming to be able to have a second family where you can actually relate and understand the conversations that we're having are all the same. There's a human connection here where we're all trying to connect to thrive as well as survive, especially in the climate that we're in these very difficult times. So I think I'm extremely very, very excited to be a part of this group, but more so to see where this group is going to go in the future as we continue to grow and land and expand. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Yeah, cool.
I think Keith, we're running low on folks left.
Yes, I'm trying to keep a mental list. I know Amy, you're in the UK, so maybe Thanksgiving is new to you.
I actually used to live in the US, but
right, okay.
Quite some time ago. But also, yeah, not so used to this thanking everybody thing, but it's quite nice. What was I thinking about? So Zoom obviously has made this year possible, both from a work perspective, but also from a life perspective. And so that's been super helpful. I was thinking about some of the vendors, some of the partners we work with being more creative in the way that they've supported us, both from a sort of services position and from a contracting position, and that's been super helpful. I was thinking also about how thankful I am that we have basically moved ourselves out of AD with the help of Okta, and that has been an amazing difference. So that's been super helpful. And then I was also thinking, because everybody else has said community, that you've been very welcoming, and that's been very nice too. Thank you.
Thank you. So by my count, there's only, I think it's Alex. Did Alex go? Alex McDonald, do you go? And Dan?
I don't think I've gone, but I can go. So I'm thankful, a little bit different. I'm thankful for the revamping of Meet, because my team uses Google Meet a lot. So having that being worked on and now being able to run calls and not feeling like my computer's about to explode mid demo is really, really helpful for me as a sales guy. It gets a little crazy when your computer sounds like it's going to blow up. It's hard to concentrate, but I'm really thankful for that. And also, kind of piggybacking on everyone else, really thankful for this community, because it's, helping my knowledge of, SaaS applications, and was actually the driving force behind my company Spin starting its own weekly Friday, conversation. So it's been really great being a part of this, being able to, kind of hear, I guess what's the term, from the horse's mouth, from you guys all out there in the field in IT, kind of the things that you're running into. And it's really been able to give me a different perspective, that I wouldn't have without this group.
Great, excellent.
I can go now. So.
Oh yeah, Caleb.
Yeah, I echo what everyone's saying, but my twist on it is I'm actually grateful for the pandemic in a way. Not that everyone's dying, that seems horrible and wrong, but because of the pandemic, we went to work from home. I worked in a law firm where they believe if you're not in the office, you're not working. You literally can't work from home. It doesn't seem like something you can do. They've come to realize you can actually work from home. And so because of that, I'm moving across the country in 4 weeks, and I'm going to get to keep my job and work remotely across the country. So without the pandemic pushing everyone to work from home, they would have thought they would have to replace me. So now I get to keep my job, which is nice.
Yeah, you might want to phrase that as I'm thankful for people's perspectives being open to change. But yeah, the point's the same.
Colin will edit it in post.
Right.
I told them to do that for my panel that I was on and they totally didn't. So I don't know about the post edits.
Just splice Alex's words into Caleb's speech.
Let me
I'm
start
thankful
off.
for
Now,
perspective
I'm
changing.
grateful for.
Right. And
Use the same technology that they dub anime with.
Exactly.
It matches the mouth to the audio. It's very effective, obviously.
So has everybody shared what they are thankful for?
Steve, can you get your mic working now?
No, maybe we can speak for him.
I'm like, yeah, I figured it out.
Yay.
I selected the built-in audio on the Mac Mini. Didn't work. Yeah, I mean, I think again, the community here is a big thank. Thankful for being able to partner up with Dominic. This year that kind of all happened this year. Things came together, so that's been a big win and change with everything. So yeah, those are my two big thanks.
Cool, great. Well, it's has been wonderful to be part of this. Obviously, unanimously everybody is thankful for the community, and as people have said, there is a wealth of knowledge. It's a better resource than a search engine or a knowledge-based article or an opinion article on a tech site. And it's a great way to do a sanity check, to make sure you're not doing something stupid, or if I do this, will I break that, or has anybody done this before?
Sometimes you break it and then you post, hey, why did this break? And then someone tells you why you were an idiot.
Yes.
Well, we could all start our own blogs with our experiences alone, but who's got the time to do that? So
Yes.
It's much easier if someone asks you a question, be like, yeah, I did that, and this is what you need to look out for.
Yes, yeah, and it is great now with the paid version of Slack that people can go back and search, and with everything going into the SaaSops.community site as well, it'll be easy to be indexed and accessible to others. I'm guessing Mike Stone, if people are Googling for answers, the SaaSops community will come up as a source for that answer or that discussion. And I'm thankful for everybody joining Solve and being part of this every other week chat, and just spending an hour out of your day, whether it's the later evening for you if you're in Germany, or early morning or mid-morning if you're out there on the West Coast. So just looking forward to 2021. Not looking forward to getting back into the office. It is good as we know that this pandemic has given us, or given leaders now know that if you are working from home, you can be productive, and you don't have, there is no longer a justification for certain roles for people to waste valuable hours in their day commuting into a large building when they can just wander down into the basement and be just as productive. And it gives people the opportunity to move across the country, live in an area that's not a high valued, high real estate area. So certainly looking forward to those options for all of us as we go forward. So thank you ever so much. I will press stop.
Is that the shortest solve ever?
I think it is. It will be.
Very narrow in scope, which is
once we edit out. Yeah.
This is brilliant. It's brilliant. It's going to be like half an hour. People will watch. I'm going to press stop now.